Avast, me mateys! The last time we were together, the men on the deck were trying to... That's right, kill the octopus. Oh my gosh, the scientists wanted it alive, the men wanted it dead, and Jack and Annie just wanted to set it free. That's right, they wanted to let that poor octopus go. It had saved their lives. And now the men were going to try and kill it and put it in jars and stuff? Oh no, that won't do. This chapter is called Think. Why do you think this chapter is called Think? Why is the chapter called Think? Well, last time we left off, the octopus was caught in the net and Jack and Annie didn't know what to do, so they probably had to think of a solution. What do you think their solution would be? How are they going to save this octopus? Maybe cut it free? Maybe convince the men not to kill it? Maybe use their magic wand? Let's find out. Chapter 9, Think. Where's my backpack? Jack yelled to Annie. What? Said Annie. My backpack, said Jack. Don't worry about that now, said Annie. We have to... The wand, Jack interrupted her. Oh, said Annie, the wand. We have to find my pack fast, said Jack. Jack and Annie pushed past the sailors crowding the railing. They ran across the deck. Did you bring it in the rowboat? Yelled Annie. Yes, no, I don't know, said Jack. I can't remember. Think, said Annie. Jack tried to think as they ran around the upper deck of the ship. Did I have it in the rowboat? What happened in the rowboat? I fell sick in the rowboat. I hugged my backpack in the rowboat. I remember, Jack shouted. I was holding on to it when we first came aboard. Do you know what aboard means? It means going on to a ship. You are aboard the ship. Then it's here somewhere, said Annie. The wardroom, said Jack. Hurry, cried Annie. Jack and Annie raced down 2 flights of steps. They looked in the wardroom. Jack's pack wasn't there. Henry's lab, said Annie. Yes, it's in there, Jack cried. I remember now. I left it on the table. I put it down when I looked at the microscope. Jack and Annie ran up 1 flight of stairs to Henry's lab. They tried to open the door, but the door was locked. We need Henry, said Jack. We don't have time, said Annie. We don't have a choice, said Jack. Jack and Annie charged back up the stairs to the upper deck. The crew was still gathered at the end of the deck, yelling and shrieking about the octopus. Henry was coming toward them. Henry, help us, said Annie. She raced to Henry and grabbed him by the arm. She pulled him toward the stairs. You have to unlock your lab. We have to get Jack's pack. It's life or death. Hurry. Why, what? Sputtered Henry. We'll explain later, said Jack. Just hurry, said Annie. Henry looked baffled, but he walked quickly and led Jack and Annie down the stairs. He nearly pushed him across the hall toward his lab. The scientist pulled out his key and unlocked the door. Jack and Annie burst into the lab. Yay, said Annie. Jack's pack was on the table. Jack grabbed it, tore it open, pulled out the wand of Dianthus. The silver spiraled wand gleamed in the dim light of the room. What is that? Asked Henry. We'll explain later, said Annie. Come on, let's go back up, said Jack. No, we don't have time, cried Annie. Use it now, Jack. Say something now, before they hurt him. Jack held up the wand. 5 words, said Annie. I know, said Jack. But what 5 words? This was their only chance. Hurry, said Annie. I am, said Jack. But we can't save him this one time. We have to make sure the ship never tries to hurt him or others like him again. Jack closed his eyes. He pictured the giant octopus, his umbrella-like body and long tentacles the gaze of his yellow eyes, a gaze that had curiosity and shyness. Jack thought of the sheer wonder of the octopus's existence. The giant sea animal was incredibly amazing. He was like a miracle. Jack wished he and Annie could explain the miracle of the octopus to everyone, but no one would listen to them unless... Hurry, Jack, say the words, said Annie. Make them hear the truth. The words had burst out of Jack. "What?" said Annie. "Make them hear the truth," said Jack, his eyes still shut tight. "That's my wish. Make all the guys upstairs hear the truth about the octopus." "What are you talking about?" said Henry. "What is that stick you're holding?" Jack opened his eyes. He shook his head at Annie, but she didn't see him. "It's a magic wand," Annie said to Henry. "Actually," said Jack, trying to think of something else to say. Oh, yes, I see," said Henry. He smiled sadly. "You're pretending like children." "We are children," said Annie. "Come on, Jack, let's go tell them the truth." I guess we'll find out if the wand worked in our next session. Tune in. Until then, good luck.